Hello guys, welcome to another video of Line 9 RC, and today we'll be discussing the the KK 2.1.5 mini flight controller in detail, and I'll explain everything. So let's just start off by the self level. So self level is used to level the drone equally, because for most freestyle quad guys, they don't use self level, but for photography or anything they do use self level. So just turn on my remote. See, I turned on self level. Off, on, off, on. Alright, so I've turned off self level, and let's just start with the menu. Right, so donation is not a really important thing. Why? The P1 editor, X's roll aileron, P gain, limit, gain limit, you can just set these. Okay, and this is the receiver test. Alright, so my TX isn't connected right now, my transmitter. Let's turn on my transmitter. Alright, so I'll turn my aileron to the right, to the left, elevator to forward, and now to the back, throttle full, rudder to the right, and now to the left. Okay, so alright, these are the receiver sliders. Mode setting. Alright, this self level is in your aux channel. So you had seen how I used to turn turn the self level on and off through my aux channel. And this is the link roll pitch, auto disarm, yes. And you can change your receiver mode over here. My receiver is standard receiver, and so you just change CPPM, DSM2, and DSMX is usually used by pro hobbyists, and this is for S-bus receivers, and I think usually people use the standard receivers. Alright, so this is the stick soling. Roll L1 30, 30, 45. Throttle is 90. Why is it stick scaling? These are the basic things in KK. Alright, these are self level settings over here. The gain, this is the limit, and trim roll is, you always keep them on 0, So here's the camera stab settings, the roll gain, the roll offset, pitch gain, pitch offset, MPU 6050 settings. Alright, so continue. Gyro degree 500, filter. Alright, so if you're just a regular guy just wants to fly his freestyle quads, this control is the best. And this is the gyro and our OK. So this is basically kind of when you want to level the KK. So all of these at the moment are okay because the flight controller is on a level surface. If I hold it like this, see, not okay. Not okay. Not okay. You see that? This is basically your gyros. This is the sensor maximum and minimum. So these are, I haven't used them yet, so this is the ACC calibration. Right, so for this, when your drone's totally finished, put it on a level surface and then you have to press continue. The FC will then wait 5 seconds so that the aircraft settle down. And the aircraft is settled down, so just a second. So this is calibrating. Okay, continue. The caliber successful, but this was just a brief. And if you want to, because my motors are all scattered over here, once you're calibrating them, you have to put them on a level surface. Make sure it's level, not on carpet, and a level surface, and then you go to ACC calibration, and then you press continue. So it calibrates them and then continues to calibrating. See, place the aircraft on a level surface and press continue. Most of the steps are written here. It's calibrating them. Okay, succeeded. Alright, so now you have to go. Is the receiver channels map. So basically what channels different things are using. The throttle is on channel 3, the rudder is on channel 4, the aileron is on 1, the elevator is on 2. And this is the mixer. You can mix channels with it. And this is the motor layout. So this is basically, I'm using a racing quad. So they're basically in a X4 motor layout. So you can just see the direction the propeller rotate. Next. So direction seen from above is clockwise. So you have to add a clockwise prop to motor 1. And motor 2, you have to add a counterclockwise propeller. Motor 3 clockwise, motor 4 counterclockwise. And the rest are unused unless you bring an octocopter or a hexacopter. So yeah, load motor layout. Alright, so this part is where the type of quadcopter comes there. Now this is single copter. Alright, single copter is a bit complicated. This is dual copter. In this you use 2 motors. Dual copter uses 2 motors. A tricopter, as you can understand by its name, it uses 3 motors. This is the M4 and this is the M7. This is the Y6. So Y6 is basically in a Y shape quadcopter with 6 motors, and the quadcopter. So you see this plus over here. We have a quadcopter plus mode. This is basically for how can I say, for motors which for quadcopters which their moving direction towards the forward is this. Alright, and now for down to racing drones. So you can also use these in those F450 quad frames, this one, and quadcopter, and you can see it's in X mode written here. This for racing drones, and again it can also be used for F450 frames, and this is basically for racing drones. Alright, you have the X8 plus mode, and it has 8 motors. The X mode, as I explained to you earlier, this is the hexacopter plus mode, 6 motors. Hexacopter, the X mode, I explained these earlier, and the octocopter. Alright, now the octocopter has uh, eight motors. Sorry, 9 motors, and X and plus mode. This is the H6, HA, V6, V8, Y4, and this is the V tail. So front of your card looks like an X, the rear is Y. You can even search them. So okay, and this is the most interesting part of this whole controller. So press enter. You see there's a bubble floating. That's because and it's moving because I'm moving the flight control. It isn't balanced, and your bubble has to be in the middle. All right. So over here, yeah, that's it. I move it, the bubble moves. Unshut that, and this is the gyro bubble. Now for the accelerator bubble. See, this is tricky. For balancing this, you have to be here. Centralize, right? And point limits. And points. Right. The buttons on the KK are very hard. And this is the profiles. Can I have different profiles on this? I'm using profile 1. Switch SMP1. You can also make 2 profiles. See? Then this for debugging the the controller. This tells you to factory reset it to the original mode is. This is the version. This is 2.1.x 1.17 SI Pro Stevies. Alright, so you all know what factory reset is to set it to its original mode that it was. And that was all about it. So as you had seen, it had error on it a couple of minutes ago. See, self level is off now, so I can turn on self level on. So it basically depends. When you calibrate it, this error goes away. Alright, so thank you for watching this video, guys, and I hope you understand about the KK 2.1.5 mini flight controller. It's an excellent flight controller and I recommend it to everyone, so please like and subscribe.